Lovely viewers, gather around because today's story is nothing short of magical, heart-stirring and swoon-worthy. When it comes to love stories that feel like they've been lifted straight out of a romantic K-drama, Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo always seem to be at the center of it all. Their journey together has captured hearts across the world, and just when fans thought they had seen it all, Lee Min-ho raised the bar higher than anyone could have imagined. This time, the Hallyu superstar pulled off a grand gesture that has everyone talking. He surprised Hye Kyo with a private jet anniversary trip that felt like a fairy tale come alive. Are you ready to dive into the romantic escape that's got fans buzzing and dreaming of love like theirs? Picture this. Hye Kyo, elegant and radiant as always, had no clue what her husband was planning. She believed it was going to be a quiet, intimate dinner for two to celebrate their anniversary. But Lee Min-ho, the king of grand surprises, had something completely different up his sleeve. Behind the scenes, he had orchestrated every detail to perfection. From reserving a luxurious private jet to planning a dreamy destination, Lee Min-ho wanted to remind his beloved that his love for her is as boundless as the skies. Viewers, can you imagine the look on her face when she discovered she wasn't heading to a restaurant but instead walking hand in hand with him onto a jet waiting to whisk them away? Fans close to the couple revealed that Lee Min-ho had been working on this surprise for months. He wanted to create an anniversary memory that would remain etched in Hye Kyo's heart forever. And let's be real, what could possibly be more unforgettable than being flown away on a romantic getaway in style? The private jet, adorned with roses and soft ambient lighting, was nothing short of enchanting. Imagine champagne glasses clinking, sweet smiles exchanged, and love filling the air as they soared high above the clouds. Doesn't it sound like the scene of a perfect drama? Except this time it wasn't scripted, it was real life? But that's not all. The destination itself was carefully chosen with Hye Kyo in mind. Insiders suggest that Lee Min-ho whisked her off to a secluded island retreat, a paradise where the two could escape the eyes of the world and simply focus on one another. Away from the flashing cameras and busy schedules, it was just Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo, lost in each other's company, celebrating their love in the most intimate way possible. Fans are already imagining candlelit dinners on the beach, handwritten notes exchanged under the stars, and quiet walks by the ocean where only the sound of waves kept them company. What makes this gesture even more special is the thought behind it. It wasn't just about luxury, it was about love, effort, and the desire to make every moment together meaningful. Lee Min-ho has always been known as someone who wears his heart on his sleeve, and this surprise proves just how deeply he cherishes Hye Kyo. For fans who have followed their journey, it's like watching a modern-day prince sweep his princess away into a storybook ending. The reaction from fans online has been nothing short of explosive. Social media platforms have been flooded with messages of admiration, with hashtags like #Lee Min-ho Hye Kyo Anniversary and #Romantic Escape trending globally. Admirers are calling it the ultimate couple goal, with many commenting how the grand gesture shows that love isn't just about words but actions that speak volumes. Some fans even joked that Lee Min-ho has single-handedly ruined their expectations for relationships because, honestly, how does anyone top a private jet anniversary trip? And of course, let's not forget the sweet moments that fans are dying to hear more about. Did Hye Kyo cry tears of joy when she realized what he had done? Did Lee Min-ho serenade her mid-flight or perhaps read her a heartfelt letter? The mystery around the finer details only adds to the magic, leaving fans to dream and fill in the blanks with their imaginations. What we do know, though, is that the love between these two stars is more than just a headline. It's a connection that feels genuine, deep, and timeless. Lovely viewers, can you feel the romance radiating through this story? It's not every day that we get to witness such a breathtaking gesture of love, and it reminds us all that true love isn't afraid to go above and beyond. Literally in this case. Lee Min-ho's surprise for Hye Kyo is proof that love, when nurtured with effort and sincerity, can become the most beautiful journey of all. So tell me, if you were in Hye Kyo's shoes, how would you react to such a surprise? Would you burst into happy tears, hug him endlessly, or simply be speechless in awe? Share your thoughts because this is the kind of love story that makes us all believe in the power of romance. The world was still buzzing over the private jet escape and the quiet, starry-eyed destination that felt like a dream. But what happened next? How did the couple spend their days away from the spotlight? And how did this romantic gesture further cement their bond as one of the most admired couples in the entire entertainment world? Buckle up, because this continuation is going to make your hearts race even more as we explore the unseen details, fan reactions, and the kind of romance that feels like a never-ending fairy tale. After that dazzling flight into the skies, insiders revealed that Lee Min-ho had planned the trip down to the tiniest detail. Imagine this. As the jet descended into paradise, Song Hye Kyo's eyes sparkled like a child seeing magic for the first time. She reportedly looked at Lee Min-ho and whispered, "You never stop surprising me." And in that moment, he knew every ounce of effort had been worth it. Doesn't that tug at your heartstrings, lovely viewers? Isn't that the kind of love we all wish to experience? Upon arrival at the hidden island retreat, the couple was welcomed with a path of flowers leading straight to their private villa. Not just any villa, but one overlooking the endless ocean, where every sunrise and sunset became a painting designed only for them. Imagine Song Hye Kyo, barefoot in a flowing white dress, walking hand in hand with Lee Min-ho along the beach, their laughter echoing softly against the sound of the waves. Can you see it? Doesn't it feel like a scene too beautiful to be real? But Lee Min-ho wasn't done. He had arranged a candlelit dinner on the sand that very night. A private chef prepared Song Hye Kyo's favorite dishes, while a string quartet played softly in the background. And then came the most heart-melting moment of all. Lee Min-ho, ever the romantic, surprised her with a handwritten love letter. Fans who got whispers of this moment believe he spoke about their journey together, his admiration for her strength and grace, and his promise to continue making every day of their marriage as special as their first. Now, imagine Song Hye Kyo reading his words under the glow of lanterns, her eyes glistening with emotion. Wouldn't that make you believe in everlasting love all over again? And here's where the story gets even more touching. Song Hye Kyo, who is known for her elegance and composure, reportedly let her emotions overflow. She embraced Lee Min-ho tightly, thanking him not just for the surprise, but for always finding ways to make her feel like the most cherished woman in the world. Lovely viewers, can you imagine how powerful that moment must have been? Two global superstars admired by millions, yet in that instant it was just them. Two souls bound together, speaking a language only they understood. Fans who adore the couple couldn't stop themselves from imagining what the rest of the trip looked like. Morning breakfasts on the terrace overlooking the ocean, playful swims in the turquoise waters, quiet afternoons curled up together reading or talking, and stargazing nights that ended with whispered dreams of the future. Doesn't it feel like they weren't just celebrating an anniversary but also weaving another chapter into their love story, one that fans would hold close to their hearts forever? Now let's talk about the online frenzy this sparked. Social media timelines became shrines of admiration for their romance. Fans posted edits of Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo against dreamy backdrops, adding captions like, "This is real love," and "They are living the fairy tale we all dream of." Some fans even confessed they rewatched old dramas starring the couple separately, just to imagine how much more magical it would be if they acted together again after this beautiful real-life love story. Have you found yourself doing the same, lovely viewers? Daydreaming about a drama where their on-screen chemistry would mirror their off-screen romance? But beyond the glamour and grandeur, there's something deeply human about this anniversary escape. It shows that no matter how busy, famous, or adored they are, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo prioritize love above all else. They remind us that relationships thrive not only on big surprises but also on small, thoughtful gestures that build trust, intimacy, and joy over time. And isn't that what makes their story so relatable despite their superstar status? Imagine being Song Hye Kyo in that moment, realizing that the man she loves not only sees her as his partner but also as his muse, his queen, his everything. Imagine being Lee Min-ho, looking into her eyes and knowing he succeeded in making her feel like the most loved woman alive. Lovely viewers, doesn't that make you smile? Doesn't it make you hope for a love that feels just as magical? And now let's ask ourselves, what happens after such a grand gesture? Will this become a tradition for them, celebrating each anniversary with an equally breathtaking surprise? Or will they find new, unique ways to top this year's private jet escape? Fans are already speculating, some suggesting that next time he might plan a surprise in Paris, the city of love, while others dream of them renewing their vows on a mountaintop overlooking the clouds. What do you think, lovely viewers? If you were Lee Min-ho, how would you surprise Song Hye Kyo next year? This love story, full of dreamy escapes, thoughtful surprises, and heartfelt promises, has become more than just celebrity gossip. It's become an inspiration. It shows that love is alive, powerful, and worth celebrating in grand, beautiful ways. And as fans, we're just lucky enough to witness glimpses of their journey, letting their romance remind us that no matter how chaotic the world gets, love can always be magical. Honestly, the magic doesn't stop there. If anything, that was just the beginning of an anniversary escape that feels too extraordinary not to explore in depth. Imagine with me, as if you were sitting right there beside them, seeing everything unfold. This continuation will take you even deeper into Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo's romantic getaway, the whispers from fans who couldn't stop gushing, and the very personal touches that made this trip unforgettable. The island itself became a playground for their love. Every corner of it seemed designed to mirror the beauty of their relationship, untouched, vibrant, and endlessly captivating. Lovely viewers, close your eyes for a moment and picture this. Song Hye Kyo waking up in a villa where the morning sun streamed through floor-to-ceiling windows, the golden light catching her soft features. And there, waiting for her, Lee Min-ho had already arranged a breakfast spread with tropical fruits, fresh pastries, and her favorite tea. Can you imagine the tenderness of that scene? A man who could have simply let the hotel staff handle it instead chose to personally make sure the table was set. Also, his beloved would feel like royalty from the moment she opened her eyes. Fans who followed every update online speculated about the little surprises he must have planned throughout the day. Was there a couple's massage by the beach? A handwritten note tucked under her pillow every night? Maybe even a secret playlist he made just for her, with songs that told the story of their love? Lovely viewers, doesn't that make you smile? The thought of Lee Min-ho curating something so simple yet so intimate, just to remind her that every detail of their relationship matters. And then, of course, there were the adventures. The couple didn't just stay indoors. They embraced the paradise around them. Eyewitnesses whispered that they were spotted on a yacht one afternoon, sailing across crystal-clear waters with the wind in their hair and joy on their faces. Some fans imagined them diving into the ocean hand in hand, laughing as they swam together, free from the weight of fame or responsibility. Isn't it heartwarming to picture two people who have given so much of themselves to the world finally just being able to enjoy the simple, playful moments of life? But one of the most heart-stirring highlights of the trip, according to insiders, was a private bonfire evening on the beach. Just the two of them, sitting close under the starry night sky, the flames casting a warm glow on their faces. Lee Min-ho reportedly took this moment to share with Song Hye Kyo how much the past year meant to him, their challenges, their triumphs, and above all, the love that carried them through it all. Can you imagine the raw emotion of that conversation? Two souls reflecting not just on their anniversary but on the journey they're building together, piece by piece, with so much hope for the future. Lovely viewers, don't you think that's what makes their story so powerful? It's not only the grandeur of a private jet or the luxury of a hidden island, it's the sincerity that underlines every action. Lee Min-ho doesn't just love Song Hye Kyo in the spotlight. He loves her in the quiet, unglamorous moments too. That's why fans around the world are captivated by them, because their love doesn't feel like a performance. It feels authentic, and authenticity is something we all crave in our own relationships. And the fan reactions? Oh, they just keep pouring in. Some wrote messages like, "This is what true romance looks like. Not just roses and diamonds, but thoughtfulness and effort." Others even admitted that they've started setting new standards for their own partners, inspired by how Lee Min-ho constantly goes above and beyond for Song Hye Kyo. Lovely viewers, can you relate? Have you ever found yourself watching their story unfold and secretly wishing someone would surprise you the way he surprises her? The trip, of course, didn't end without one more grand gesture. On their final night, Lee Min-ho arranged for lanterns to be released into the sky, each one carrying a handwritten wish for their future together. Imagine dozens of glowing lights floating upward, blending into the starry heavens as they both stood arm in arm, watching their hopes take flight. Isn't that just the kind of ending we'd expect from a fairy tale? Except here it wasn't a fairy tale, it was their reality. As they boarded the jet back home, Song Hye Kyo was said to be overwhelmed with gratitude. She reportedly told friends later that she couldn't believe the lengths Lee Min-ho had gone to make her feel so loved and celebrated. For her, it wasn't about the luxury but about the meaning behind it all. The effort, the planning, the thoughtfulness that made the escape unforgettable. Lovely viewers, don't you agree that when love is expressed with that much care, it becomes priceless? And now, the world is left to wonder what comes next for this iconic couple. Will this anniversary escape mark the beginning of a tradition, with every year bringing a new surprise? Or will Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo continue to outdo themselves in unexpected ways, showing the world again and again that their love is not only real but constantly evolving? Fans are already dreaming up scenarios. Renewed vows in Paris, another escape to the Maldives, or maybe even a quiet mountain retreat where they can celebrate in total solitude. What do you think, lovely viewers? Where would you send them next if you could design their anniversary trip? This romantic escape has given fans not just a story to talk about, but a vision of love that inspires. It's proof that no matter how busy life becomes, no matter how public your world may be, there's always room to nurture love in meaningful, extraordinary ways. And for Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo, it seems this is only the beginning of many more surprises, many more escapes, and many more unforgettable memories together. So let's keep dreaming with them, lovely viewers. If you could plan your own romantic escape, where would it be? A quiet cabin in the snowy mountains, a city of lights like Paris, or maybe a tropical paradise like theirs? Share your dream with us because after all, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo's story isn't just theirs. It's a reminder for all of us that true love is worth celebrating, cherishing, and dreaming about every single day.